211. I just wanted to share. Oh, with the shirt. Yeah. I hate my purse. I hate my purse. I absolutely hate it. If you're one of those women who thinks there's something great about purses, don't even bother listening because I really have nothing to say to you. This is for women who hate their purses, who are bad at purses, who understand that their purses are reflections of negligent housekeeping, hopeless disorganization, a chronic inability to throw anything away, and an ongoing failure to handle the obligations of a demanding and difficult accessory. The obligation, for example, that it should in some way match what you're wearing. No, this is for women whose purses are a morass of loose Tic Tacs, Advils, lipsticks without tops, little bits of tobacco, even though there has been no smoking going on for at least 10 years, tampons that have come loose from their wrappings, boarding passes from long-forgotten airplane trips, hotel keys from God knows what hotel, leaky ballpoint pens, Kleenexes that either have or have not been used, but there's no way to be sure. This is for those of you who understand that, in short, your purse is, in some absolutely horrible way, you. Or, as Louis XIV might have put it, but didn't, because he was much too smart to carry a purse, les bagues, c'est moi. I realized many years ago that I was no good at purses, and for quite a while, I did without one. When I went out at night, I managed with only a lipstick, a $20 bill, and a credit card tucked into my pocket. But, unfortunately, there were times when I needed to leave the house with more than just the basics, so I bought an overcoat with very large pockets. And this, I realized, turned my coat into a purse. But still, it was better than carrying a purse. Anything, really, is better than carrying a purse. Because here's what happens with a purse. You start small. You start pledging yourself to neatness. You start vowing that this time it will be different. You start with a wallet, just a few cosmetics, but within seconds, your purse has accumulated the debris of a lifetime. The cosmetics have somehow fallen out of the shiny cosmetic bag. The coins have tumbled from the wallet. The credit cards are somewhere. Where? I mean, where are they? Really? There's a half-drunk bottle of water along with several snacks that you saved from an airplane trip, just in case you ever found yourself starving and unaccountably craving a piece of cheese that tastes like plastic. Perhaps you can fit your sneakers into your purse, and yes, my God, you can! Before you know it, everything you own is in your purse. You can flee the Cossacks with your purse. Or is it Cossacks? Of course it is. I don't know. I didn't do well in history, but you can flee them. With what is in your purse? When you open it up, you can't find a thing. You cannot, because your purse is a big dark hole full of stuff that you spend hours fishing around. What's the solution? I tried spending quite a lot of money on a purse, the theory being that if you have an expensive purse, it would inspire me to become a different person. You know, that didn't work. I also tried one of those Prada backpack purses, but I stuffed so much into it that I looked like a Sherpa. Then one day, I found myself in Paris with a friend who announced that her goal for the week was to buy a vintage Kelly bag. I had never heard of a vintage Kelly bag. My friend looked at me as if I had spent the century asleep in a cave. As she explained, the Kelly bag was an Hermes bag, first made in the 1950s, that Grace Kelly made famous, hence the name. It was a classic. My friends had heard that there was a dealer in the flea market who had several for sale. How much is this purse going to cost? I asked, and I practically expired what she told me, about $3,000. Well, we went to the flea market, and there was the Kelly bag. I didn't know what to say. It looked sort of like the bag my mother used to carry. It barely held anything, and it hung stiffly on my friend's arm. Now listen, I may not be good at purses, but I know that any purse that hangs over your arm instead of your shoulder or mobilizes half your body, and more important, adds 10 years. Anyway, my friend, she bought her Kelly bag. They cost only $2,600. The color wasn't exactly what she wanted. you know, but it was in wonderful shape, of course. It would have to be waterproofed immediately because it would lose half its value if it was caught in the rain. Waterproofed, caught in the rain. It never crossed my mind to worry about a purse being caught in the rain. Thank God it was time for lunch. We went to a bistro, and the Kelly bag was placed at the center of the table where it sat like a small shrine to a shopping victory. Then outside it began to rain. My friend's eyes began to well with tears. Her lips closed tightly. In fact, to be completely truthful, her lips actually pursed. It was pouring rain, and she hadn't had the Kelly bag waterproof. She would have to sit there all afternoon and wait for the rain to end, rather than expose her bag to a droplet of moisture. It crossed my mind that she and her Kelly bag might sit there forever. She would get old, although her Kelly bag would not. Eventually, she and the bag would, like some modern version of Lot's wife, metamorphose into a monument to what happens to people who care too much about persons. At that point, I gave up. I came back to New York, and I bought myself a purse. Well, it's not a purse exactly, it's a bag. It's a bag. It's definitely the best bag I have ever owned. It's yellow and blue, so it matches nothing at all, and therefore, on a deep level, matches everything. It's made of vinyl. It's completely waterproof. It's equally unattractive in all seasons of the year. It costs next to nothing, $26, and I will never have to replace it because it seems to be completely indestructible. What's more, never having been in style, it can never actually go out. It doesn't work for everything. I admit it, on rare occasions I'm forced to use a purse, one that I hate, but mostly I go everywhere with my yellow and blue vinyl bag. And wherever I go, people say to me, "Oh, I love that bag. Where'd you get that bag? That's the greatest bag in the world." Right here. Here it is. The Metro Club bag. Buy one. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. $5,000 church.